Hello there, people of the internet. So this is going to be kind of a quick video, but also one that I think warrants discussion because I've seen this said by several people over my time. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a little video on this. I tell you what a day it has been. I'm very tired, basically flat out winded. I'm ready to go lay down and it's still very much daylight. So I figure, hey, why not go out and make a video and at least discuss this topic that I have to discuss here. So I was showing this off to a buddy of a friend of mine and I was like, this right here is just my go-to hunting rifle that I don't care about. It's been spray painted like 3 or 4 different times. It's just a Chinese Type 53, not collectible at all. It's been sporterized. I went ahead and I threw on some aftermarket sling swivels and just an AK-47 sling right here so I can go ahead, toss this over my back, and now I have it, you know, on my back while I'm trucking through the woods and whatnot. I like the Mosin Nagant series. The safety on it is a very simple but very, very effective safety, and I don't have to worry about a whole lot going wrong with that. One of the main things that I like about the Mosin Nagant safety is whenever it is turned on to safe, the bolt itself locks, so you cannot open the bolt while the safety is engaged. And that's something that is very important to me for hunting purposes, because I have several rifles that do not have a bolt locking system, and whenever I'm trucking through the woods, you know, I'll snag something on the bolt will open, and I'll lose a round on the ground that I have to find. But I digress. I was showing this off to a buddy of a friend of mine, and he was like, dude, that sling on there is just so freaking stupid looking. I don't even know why you have that. And I was like, hey, it's not how it looks or even the size of it. What matters is that it's functional, even if barely functional. It's functional. So the guy says, I don't even know why people bother having slings on their rifles. And I was like, oh boy, well, why don't you sit down and let's go ahead and talk about it. He had said that anytime you need to do anything with a rifle, and just the convenience or the inconvenience of having to set it down and do something and then pick it back up, that is less of an inconvenience than it is to install sling swivels and a sling on the rifle and then to lug it around with this extra piece of dangly fabric that could potentially catch on things or just adds extra weight or just extra complexity, just something that he doesn't want to deal with. So I said, all right, well, let's go ahead and hop into this situation. I mean, in practical range standpoints, if you're at a gun range and not much is going to go wrong, yeah, you see me out here pretty often with rifles that don't have slings on them. But let's say you're walking around through the woods for a real, you know, length of time. Do you really want to hold this in your arms while you trek 5 miles, or would you rather have it on your center of gravity, making it much, much easier to carry and your arms free to go ahead and maneuver from whatever Florida-style jungle it is that you're maneuvering through? That was my my first take on the guy. See, this guy's a range runner. He's not really a hunter. That's one of the main reasons why he was like, you don't really need a rifle sling. Then I asked the guy, if you have a handgun, are you just going to carry the handgun around in your hand and set it down whenever it is that you need to? Or are you going to keep it in some kind of holster? And he's like, well, I'd just stick it in my pocket. Well, that's some kind of holster, so your hands are free. Sling's kind of like a holster for your handgun, but for your rifle, so you can throw it over your shoulder. So then I said to the guy, all right, let's say you're out, you know, doing whatever at your camp or range or whatever the hell's happening, whatever your situation is, and you have no sling on your rifle. So you're just like, all right, well, I have to move this thing, which is quite heavy. I'm going to set my rifle down right here, and I'm going to pick up this extremely heavy can of spray paint, and I need 2 hands to be able to pick this up. So my rifle's just on the ground right there. Now I have to bring this extremely heavy, this is very dense paint right here, this extremely heavy can of paint, which requires both hands to hold. I have to bring this 50 steps this way. For all intents and purposes, let's say I traveled 50 steps that way, just so I'm still on camera, I'll only go like 2 or 3. So I have to travel 50 steps this way, right? And then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's the Russians coming over the horizon. Let me drop this really heavy can of spray paint. It's on my foot. It crushed my foot and shattered it. Do I get a Purple Heart for this? I don't know. It's the Russians. Or maybe it's not the Russians. Oh my God, it's a bear who just came into my camp. Let me drop my heavy equipment here. Now let me run the 50 steps all the way back over here through incoming danger, the bullets and artillery flying from the Russian, or maybe this bear is starting to chase after me from this direction, so I have to go around it to get to my rifle. Or maybe I'm over here carrying this heavy equipment and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's my mother-in-law. May as well not even go after the rifle. I don't have silver bullets. I may as well just start praying. Or you can go ahead and just have your rifle on your person as is, so while you're moving your equipment, oh my God, it's the Russians, let me go ahead and get my rifle up and ready and start going at them, so I don't have to run 50 feet in that direction. Or oh my God, it's a bear, hopefully these 54 rimmed rounds will work effectively on it. Or oh my God, it's my mother-in-law, please don't kill me. Having your rifle with you at all points in time on your person is essential, in my personal opinion, if you are anywhere in a field that is not a for sure safe area. If you're out hunting and doing whatever, you want your rifle with you. As much as I hate to say it, I've actually known people who have been out hunting and gotten hurt pretty badly because they set their rifle on a tree or something, go out to take a piss. I got one buddy, he's about 55 years old. He got mauled by a boar. I think it was a boar. I don't know, might have been his mother-in-law. He got mauled by a boar. He got mauled by a boar whenever he was stepping off to go take a piss, and he couldn't make it back to his rifle in time. He was just an older guy. He set his rifle down on the trail, stepped off the trail, went like 20 yards into the woods, got mauled by a boar. I mean, he's fine for all intents and purposes. He's okay today. But if he had a sling on his rifle and kept his rifle on person, hey, he would have stood a much better chance against that boar than he did without his rifle there. And even if you are not expecting danger, these slings just make it so much more convenient and easy to lug these things around. A lot of time, especially whenever I am carrying out multiple pieces of equipment, I mean, I'm a YouTuber here, I got my rifle, I got my ammunition, I got, you know, oftentimes whenever I'm out here making videos, I'll make several videos, so I'll bring several rifles out at once. I'll have a rifle slung here, a rifle slung here, a rifle in each hand. I'll stick my camera stands up under my arms. I got my GoPro and my microphone. I'll stick those in one pocket. My phone for just in case emergencies. Those go in the other pocket. First aid kit in the back pocket. Fire extinguisher somewhere, because fire extinguishers are very important. But I'll come out with a lot of equipment, and having the ability to put a rifle on a sling is definitely something that I am glad that I have with a lot of my rifles. Oftentimes, if a rifle does not have a sling swivel, I will go out of my way to install one, like I did with this Mosin Nagant here. This Type 53 I got sporterized, but there was no sling swivels on it, so I very literally just kind of went onto eBay and I got the cheapest possible sling swivels that I could get my hands on. It was like $6 for both of them, and I mean, they work. I lug this thing around pretty good. The sling on it is a little on the loose side, but I mean, it works. So I'm not gonna say that the sling is essential for every situation. Like I said, there's been several times where I'm out here at the range just making videos. I'll carry a rifle out here, make a video, bring it back inside, put it back in the closet, and it'll sit there for like another month until I break it out for another video. I don't need a sling on that rifle. I have several slings that are very easy to detach from rifles. One in particular is like literally just a QD sling that I will use on multiple different rifles. That one sling there, it's a bungee sling, it's adjustable. I can literally adjust it to whatever size rifle it is that I need to adjust it at. This right here is another one that I use pretty frequently just for whatever. It's an AK-47 sling slash SKS sling. And very literally just anything with sling loops on it, like this right here, I just toss it on there and hey, guess what? Now I have a sling on my rifle and I can walk around with it. If slings aren't your thing, I'm not telling you, hey, this is an absolute essential. I'm just saying, hey, I believe it's an essential if you're going to use your rifle for any legitimate practical purpose. Yeah, like I said, I've had people get hurt because they do not have their rifle with them because their rifles did not have any sort of sling on them. Now I have rifles that there is no real good sling attachment system that can be installed on the rifle without some sort of significant modifications or some sort of significant external modifications, with lack of a better term. Like, for example, my lever action, there's like a leather wrapping that you can stick on the lever action, or you could like install one directly into the handguard, or you could get some sort of aftermarket bracket that could go on the rifle somewhere. There's just no good options for a good sling on any sort of lever actions that doesn't involve significant modifications, which I definitely do not want. I would love to have just some sort of sling swivel mounting system on the lever action, but that's gonna take, like I said, significant modification. So not all rifles can have just immediate sling installation like I was able to do with this thing right here. Very literally, I just drilled out 2 holes in what looked to be relatively close to center on this rifle, and I screwed these things in, and now I have sling swivels on this bad boy. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are down below, or if you agree or disagree on the fact that slings are or are not necessary. I say they're necessary for any legitimate, serious use with any sort of rifle, but some people out there just wholeheartedly disagree with me, and that's fine. By all means, that is 100% a-okay by me. Let me know, like I said, let me know what y'all's thoughts are down below. Description down below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this, and like the video if you actually like the video. That helps out with YouTube's algorithm. Alright, well, that being said, you guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. We got the sun going down. I'm quite tired. I'm gonna go inside and settle. You guys, I'll see y'all around. Been a little while since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.